हाय गाइस, वेलकम बैक टू द चैनल। आज का टॉपिक इज जेनाइटल इन्फेक्शंस, फीमेल जेनाइटल इन्फेक्शंस। सो द इन्फ्लेमेशन ऑफ वेजाइना इज नोन एज वेजिनाइटिस। देयर आर थ्री टाइप्स ऑफ वेजिनाइटिस: द बैक्टीरियल वेजिनोसिस, कैंडिडियासिस एंड ट्राइकोमोनियासिस. Similarly, the infection of cervix is known as cervicitis. The chlamydia and the gonorrhea, these are STDs. Inflammation of upper genital tract. When the infection ascends from vagina and cervix to upward in the upper genital tract and infect the uterus, the fallopian tubes and the ovaries, it is called as pelvic inflammatory diseases, PID. Right? Now let us see what is the normal vaginal defense. So the vagina is lined by a stratified squamous epithelium. The pH of the vagina is acidic. It is between 3.5 to 4.5. Right? The acidity of the vagina is maintained by the estrogen. The estrogen that is secreted during the puberty is responsible for the maintenance of the acidity of the vagina. So what this estrogen does is, this estrogen promotes the glycogen synthesis in the vaginal epithelium, right? And this glycogen is converted into lactic acid in the presence of lactobacilli. Lactobacilli is mainly the good bacilli of vagina. It is also known as Dorder-Lehns bacilli. And this lactobacilli helps in the conversion of the glycogen into lactic acid, and it also helps in maintaining the acidity of the vagina. So the lactobacilli is a gram-positive bacteria that maintains the pH of the vagina. So what happens when the acidic pH is converted into the alkaline pH? There are certain conditions in which the vaginal flora gets disturbed and the acidity of the vagina changes into the alkaline pH. So in pre-pubertal females, there is absence of estrogen. So it is in the absence of estrogen that the acidic pH of the vagina is not present. So in those pre-pubertal females, the vaginal pH will be alkaline. So they are more prone for all these infections of vagina and cervix and upper genital tract. During menstruation, pH becomes alkaline. And in the post-menopause females, after menopause, there is no estrogen. So the females are more prone for infections. And the pH varies between 6 to 8. Right? Now let's talk about the bacterial vaginosis, which is a kind of vaginitis. So this is the most common type of vaginitis. Right? It is a most common type of vaginitis. It is not an STD. Gonorrhea, chlamydia, trichomoniasis, they all are sexually transmitted diseases. However, bacterial vaginosis and candidiasis are not STD. Alteration. So what happens in bacterial vaginosis? There is an alteration in the vaginal flora. Right? तो वहां का जो लैक्टोबैसिलस जो गुड बैक्टीरिया होता है, विच इज ग्राम पॉजिटिव बैक्टीरिया, इट इज रिप्लेस्ड बाय सम ग्राम नेगेटिव बैक्टीरियाज लाइक गार्डनेरेला, वेजिनालिस, माइकोप्लाज्मा, यूरियोप्लाज्मा एंड एक्सेट्रा. देयर आर सर्टेन अदर बैक्टीरियाज ऑल्सो. राइट? सो वहां का फ्लोरा डिस्टर्ब हो जाता है, वहां की एसिडिटी एल्कलिनिटी में कन्वर्ट हो जाती है बिकॉज ऑफ द एब्सेंस ऑफ लैक्टोबैसिलस. राइट? So what are the factors for such vaginal alterations? There are certain factors like repeated douching of the vagina leads to alkalization of its flora. Right? Menstruation, during menstruation, having multiple partners and infection can cause the alterations in vaginal flora, which will ultimately leads to bacterial vaginosis. Now let's see what is the diagnosis of this infection. So there are 4 criteria called as Emsell's criteria for diagnosis. तो अगर इसमें से if 3 will be present, then the diagnosis will be made as bacterial vaginosis. So let us see one by one. The number 1 says that the characteristic of the vaginal discharge should be foul smelling. The discharge of the vagina will be foul smelling, and it should be milky white in appearance, coating the vaginal epithelium. वो vagina के epithelium को coat करता हुआ होना चाहिए, thin होना चाहिए और milky white color का होना चाहिए. ठीक है. However, in candidiasis we have curdy white or cottage cheese like vaginal discharge. So these are the characteristic of the discharge which will ultimately make the diagnosis, right? The pH of the vaginal discharge will be increased. It will be more than 4.5. The flora becomes alkaline, right? And the whiff test and the amine test, whiff test or amine test will come positive. 10% of KOH solution is added on vaginal discharge. A vaginal discharge will be taken on a slide, and on that 10% of KOH solution will be added. तो वो उसमें से अमोनियकल स्मेल आएगी, तो वो इंडिकेट करेगा पॉजिटिव अमाइन टेस्ट. ठीक है. अमोनिया लाइक स्मेल विल बी प्रेजेंट, सो विफ टेस्ट विल कम आउट टू बी पॉजिटिव. एंड द लास्ट वन इज वेट स्मीयर और सलाइन माइक्रोस्कोपी. हम एक स्लाइड लेंगे, उस पे वेजाइनल डिस्चार्ज डालेंगे और उसके ऊपर 0.5 ml सलाइन सोल्यूशन डाल के उसको कवर स्लिप से कवर करने के बाद हम अंडर द माइक्रोस्कोप जब देखेंगे तो हमें वहां पे कैरेक्टरिस्टिक सेल्स मिलेंगे जो कि क्लू सेल्स बोलते हैं जिनको. सो दीज क्लू सेल्स आर द कैरेक्टरिस्टिक फीचर. तो इसमें होता क्या है कि द नॉर्मल वेजाइनल एपिथेलियम गेट्स कोटेड विद गार्डनेरेला सेल्स. ठीक है. तो जो वेजाइना की स्ट्रैटिफाइड स्क्वेमस एपिथेलियम है वो बेसिकली दीज ग्राम नेगेटिव रॉड्स से कोटेड हो जाती है. सो देयर विल बी फजी और इनडिस्टिंक्ट बॉर्डर्स. इन्हीं को क्लू सेल्स बोलते हैं. तो जो सेल दिखाई देगा उसका जो बॉर्डर होगा वो फजी बॉर्डर होगा. ठीक है. और वहां पे WBCs प्रेजेंट नहीं होंगे. सो दीज आर द 4 क्राइटेरियाज. इनको हम एम्सल्स क्राइटेरिया फॉर डायग्नोसिस बोलते हैं. और अगर इनमें से 3 क्राइटेरियाज प्रेजेंट होते हैं तो डायग्नोसिस हमारी बैक्टीरियल वेजिनोसिस होगी. राइट. आई होप इट इज क्लियर नाउ. Now coming to the investigation of choice. So the investigation of choice is, तो वो तो investigation है ही, but investigation of choice is basically gram staining. This is a gold standard, right? Gram staining is a gold standard. तो अगर कोई पूछे कि what is the gold standard for bacterial vaginosis, it will be gram staining. हम wet smear और whiff test वगैरह तो करेंगे ही, but the gold standard will be gram staining. And the treatment of choice is metronidazole 500 mg twice a day for 7 days, right? And other alternatives can also be given like secnidazole, but metronidazole is a treatment of choice. ठीक है. Now coming to the pregnancy. In pregnant females we will not give metronidazole orally. However, drug of choice metronidazole ही होगी, but during the first trimester of a pregnant female, the drug of choice will be metronidazole, but the route will be vaginal. We will not give it orally. Okay? And during the second trimester, the oral administration of metronidazole can be done. There is no problem. So this is the condition where the vaginal and the oral route can be administered. And here, since it is not an STD, so no partner treatment is required in bacterial vaginosis. However, जो STDs हैं, जितने भी trichomoniasis और chlamydia and gonorrhea, इन सब में partner treatment simultaneously किया जाता है to prevent repetitive exposure to the infection. But in this, there is no partner treatment required. And this is the most common type of vaginitis in females. So this was all about the topic. Next I will cover in next videos, and if you have any query you can ask in the comment section. And thank you so much for watching. Kindly do subscribe to the channel. Thank you.